Hi, I'm Daz. I'm the producer of The Drift, and we're now in our sort of last 2 weeks of filming. We had a cast rehearsal weekend that's just happened, which is really, really good. We managed to get pretty much a whole cast together, except one character, and went through a couple of scenes, started advising on where we saw it going, how, direction-wise, and also because they were obviously delivering the lines and doing the action and stuff, it sort of brought the script to life and gave us a whole load of other ideas to try and make it even better. So that was really good, and the whole the cast were all getting to meet each other and stuff, and sort of really starting to understand what it was all about. One thing that was really good, we not so much of a read through of the whole film, we actually sort of acted out the whole film in a room. We put chairs down for set pieces and stuff like that, and it was really good because all the actors and those watching and the crew and stuff, it all sort of came together. Right, that's why we're doing it. That's what that means. It all comes together. That's quite a good story. So that was really, really good. Tech guys working on the cameras. The week before last was a little bit disappointing. One good shoot, one not quite so good. Whereas this week, really up their game, very much closer to achieving what we need to achieve, both in terms of quality and in terms of timing, because we have a very short time to shoot each thing. We've identified a few more problems that we can now iron out in advance. We have one more tech rehearsal coming up this weekend, so that's going quite well. On the set side, Deliverance is nearly finished. It's just those little tiny little niggles, all those little 10-minute jobs that add up to like 14 hours worth of work. If we're getting there, the Drift corridor first setup is very, very nearly finished. I mean, arguably we could shoot now, to be honest. So that's really good. Some of the extra little bits around the set, the other set pieces of the Drift, are not done, but a lot of the stuff that's on this Drift we'll use on the other bits. So that's not too worried about that. And we have a plan for the floor and all that. That's good too, and the ceiling. So that's fine. But now it's getting to a stage where it's getting a little bit sort of stressful. The bits that aren't ready, and like the props, some of them aren't ready, not good enough, not done. That's a concern, and just the sort of nerves of just so much sort of pressure feeling on me to make sure that it's all good, because everyone's putting loads and loads of effort now, and now it's a case of delivering. Everyone's been here all these weeks, and now we've really got to actually make a movie. So that's a little bit worrying. But as I say to the team, they ask me, "Oh, Dad, is it going all right? Are we going to be okay? Is everything good?" And I sort of say, "Well, it's difficult to answer that. No one knows if we're going to be okay, I suppose. But what I can say is that nobody could be working any harder than they are, and you can't ask for more than that. So in that way, I'm happy, very happy. I'm still stressed. Still stressed. Obviously, lots to do. It's a very complex film to make in the way that we're doing it, to film in 12 days. It's really very, very complex. Filming a set configuration for one day and then churning it to another one, filming that the next day. It's a big ask. It's a big job. Some of the makeup is complex, blood and guts and stuff, and some of the other bits and bobs that will take 45 minutes per person. That's just too long. So that's going to hurt us if we're not switched on. But also what we've had in the last week or so is I did a PR campaign, wrote press releases to local newspapers, television and what have you, and we got a release in the local paper which led to a television release. We had our local television company come in, ITV Calendar, came and did a 3-minute piece that was broadcast, and then it went onto the neighbouring regions as well. And after that, I got it must have been almost 100 emails of people wanting to help. Variety of people, variety of backgrounds. Some people who have done filmmaking before and just never had the opportunity to do something as big as this, which is great. Some people who don't really understand how movies are made and thought it was like just a weekend and that was it. You know, the whole film was made in a weekend. Now we built it, and that's obviously not true. And some people have arrived and came this weekend expecting one thing and getting something else, and it's difficult because you want people to come and enjoy themselves, but at the same time we're here to make a movie. It's not here just to do the bit they think that we're going to do, which is lights, camera, action, let's roll. You know, woo, well done everyone. That's obviously we have to have everything ready first to do that, and that, even though all that is explained, even in the emails when they contact us, we say, right, we're doing set building, pre-production, tech, getting it ready to shoot. They go, yeah, it's great, and then they come on, and after about 3 hours of set painting, holding a microphone, it's like, yeah, it's not really what I thought it was. It's nice people, great, but don't think I'll be coming back. Which is nice, because actually it still informs them about what is required to make a film. So if nothing else, we've had some work out of them, which is great. They've learned about filmmaking, the reality of pre-production, certainly, and made some friends and all that. So all in all, that's a good thing. So, you know, it's achieving the aim. Even if they didn't come back, even if they didn't do 1 day's worth of work for us, which is great, everybody's still winning. You know, nothing is wasted. So that's that. Script-wise, second run of the second release, second draft has gone out to the actors. Still a few more little bits and bobs that we need to change. It's basically increasing in complexity. And Sue has come up with, well, not come up with, one of the ideas was to do some sort of video bits and bobs that need to be incorporated in the production. One of the characters watches like a video of, like a historical video of something else happening, and obviously that needs to be filmed in advance in order to be able to have it in the film. So we now need to schedule that in because we're trying to write that out because it's getting complicated. And Sue just wrote it back in again, so that's happening. And really good is actually, we've actually shot our first piece of footage for the movie. So technically, principal photography has actually already begun. We actually shot some video footage of Nige, who plays, well, I won't tell you who he plays, but he plays something in the movie, and it needed to be shot on a green screen before the actual shoot, and that's happened. So technically, we've actually got some stuff in the can already, which is great. So that was good. So it is as we're now obviously approaching one more weekend to go before the next weekend that we shoot. Lots of bits and bobs to sort out. Let's see what happens. Call sheets are about to go out. I'll be briefing the team by email and by diary about what's required on set, the realities of filming, because all they've known so far is just getting ready for a film, and now we're going to actually start making a film, and there is a difference, and they need to be prepared for that. No more Mr. Nice Daz when that happens. Well, I say that if we stay on schedule, then that's all good, but things do get delayed, things do get pushed back. It's easy to get into a discussion about framing a shot, or should we change the lighting, or what's my costume happening here. That we don't have time for that, or very little time. It's just crack on. And hopefully the email that will go out and the Darren will sort of explain some of that. The other one, of course, is being late. People don't arrive here at 9 o'clock, or by 9. Start at 9. It's be here before 9 or whatever the time is. So that'll be coming out too. Anyway, that's for another diary. But for now, getting there. Half term, kids are off school, spending a bit more time on set to get things done. And it's just a slog now, just the final sort of slog before we actually jump off the edge and start filming. Ta-da!